Okay, so we're a family business. It's not a family working in the company, privately owned, established in the year 2000. Around about 25 people working here at the extra office. But actually our produce is coming from local producers all over the UK. That's our goal, is local provenance. What this involves is arranging deliveries to between 4,000 and 5,000 sites right across the UK and Ireland every day. It takes about 100 suppliers for us to achieve that, and our goal is always to work with local family-run SMEs if we possibly can, just like ourselves, and to provide with that the best quality produce that we can. They tend to be people and organisations that have that national presence, that need that national supply chain that we can offer. They place a high value on local provenance, just like we do.
Nick, the business has come a long way over the years.
Absolutely. This is a site where Eliza Jane, back in 1890s, first started making the world famous Cornish clotted cream, and it's grown over the years. I'm the 5th generation to be working in the family business, and we've got the 6th generation just coming into the business now. Absolutely. We've always employed people from the local region. We have about 200 people that work for us currently. And we buy our milk from roughly about 45 farmers based here in West Cornwall, and they're all within a 30-mile radius of the creamery.
So we're here in Cornwall today visiting one of the farms. David, thank you for hosting us today. Can you tell us a little bit more about the farm?
Yeah, basically we're a 200-acre farm on the main holding, Cornwall Council tenancy. We milk currently 180 jerseys with all the followers, so we've got about 340 head of stock at the moment. Really being able to look after our animals, really, and they're not animals for us, we call them our ladies. They're made proper pets of, really, and Jerseys are renowned for being very friendly, very inquisitive. They've all got their individual characters. It's not a job, it's what we do and what we've always done, and you have to love it to do it, because the hours are relentless. You don't get a break, but they're on the other end of it, and it's very much a way of life for us, basically.
Well, there's lots of synergies. Firstly, we're both family businesses, and we're both working towards the common cause, where we both want to supply milk from the region into those businesses. So us working together, we're able to supply the milk. West Country have got the contacts, so we're ensuring that people that live in the region get the milk from that region.
So Nick, whether it be the local school, the local hospital, shipping milk from the other end of the country to them down here is very much against your ethos?
Absolutely. It has been a case where we've noticed where some people have to rely on sort of food service contractors, and they can bring milk anywhere in from the UK being delivered, which seems quite ironic when we're only a couple of miles from some of these schools and hospitals, and we could be supplying the milk direct. So working with West Country Milk, we are able to supply those local businesses, local schools, local people with local milk.
I understand one of your major customers is Barchester Care Homes. Why do you think they work with West Country Milk?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think that they're a really good example, actually, of a partner who really values that local provenance story, and that's why they work with West Country Milk. They're looking for low food miles to support local economies, working with SMEs. These are all the values that they evidently place a lot of importance on, just like we do.
So when it comes to a care home, the chef is key. Presumably they love your model too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've had the opportunity to connect with some of these chefs a few times over the summer, where we've had a few different dairy tours and farm visits right across the UK. So it's been a chance to really get to know them a bit better.
It's been brilliant. Thanks for the invite. Farm visit was astonishing. The amount of dedication and passion that goes into a simple pint of milk was just simply unbelievable.
Absolutely superb. It was a cracking day, and it was lovely to see the start of the process from the farm, as I say, field to fork, or spoon in this case, with cream. Yeah, truly superb day, and it's lovely to come to Rodders and see the facility they've got, and the quality product they make, and putting the provenance to it. So yeah, thank you very much on behalf of Barchester. Much appreciated.
Yes, it's been a lovely day, especially visiting the farm and seeing everything is kept local. Instead of talking about food miles, we're talking about food yards, because the farm from Rodders is actually only about 3/4 of a mile up the road, so it's not even a mile. So it's really good to find out where all the local stuff and produce is going.
Thanks very much.
The feedback we got from them was universally positive. I think the average chef has a real genuine interest in understanding where the products are coming from, and their fascination and, yeah, dare I say, awe with how that dairy process works when they see the farm and they see the dairy. It's really inspiring to see.
To put it in a broad term, it's educating the public, because I think people have got a lot of misconceptions about where their food comes from. A lot of them go to the shop and they don't actually realise the process that is in that product before it gets anywhere near the shop. People are very, whenever we show anybody around, whether they're farming related or not, they are very naive as to how food is produced, I think. And I think anything that we can do to take away any misconception that people have got is good for the industry as a whole. Not just for us, but for the processors and for the end user, because Jeremy Clarkson's done a very good job, but he's not milking. So it's very good that we can show people around like yourself and give you an insight into what we do on a daily basis. There's a variety of things really. I mean, you can see in the background with the baby calves here, they've got their enrichment toys, which are the boys hanging down. They like to play with that. On the cows, we basically we have a network of tracks which they access all of their fields from, and on that track basically we put down second-hand AstroTurf. Basically it's no good for the football fields anymore, but it works very well for them to walk on, and it's very soft and kind on their feet basically. Our raw material then, if you like, in the form of the slurry, goes into the lagoon. They capture the gas from it. The gas is processed and is available then as a non-pollutant fuel, because when it burns there are no pollutants from it, which we hope to run a tractor or whatever from in the future, and possibly a generator to reduce our electricity costs. And also rodders that we supply are looking at having a vehicle to run on it as well. So it makes the circle go around. We then have got the slurry to come out from the lagoon once they've extracted the gas. Still got exactly the same fertiliser value, and we can spread it onto the fields to make our grass grow again for either the cows to graze or for silage to grow our crops.
I must ask you the million-dollar question. From a Devon Bay to a Cornish farmer, is it cream first or jam first?
Well, there's only one answer to that, isn't there? You don't really need the jam, so the cream is good enough.
So Danny, I asked David down on the farm yesterday the million-dollar question. What's your answer? Jam first or cream?
Jam first or cream? What, are we talking of cream tea?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. I don't know, is Nick Rodder still around?
No, Nick's not here. We've left him down in
Okay,
Cornwall.
well, if Nick's not here, then 100% cream first.